said I'd come back and save you. But I couldn't do anything. But you're alive.
I really missed the original OP, my friends. Another week of Dan. This was episode number 16 or number 4. I think it's so hard because they put it as season 2, episode 16. Whatever. It's either number 1, 2, 3. This is number 4, episode 4 of season 2. And once again, guys, you're gonna hate me. Especially because I know in my heart of hearts, like there is some major Dan fans out there, and like this is like the GOAT, and you know, anything, any criticism, any talking about it's like treading on rough waters. And don't get me wrong, I love Dan. I think season 1 is incredible, and I left episode 4 with this feeling. I love that 𝐒𝐻𝐵 and Ayase at the end of the episode got closer. I think Ayase having that moment with realizing that, hey, losing 𝐒𝐻𝐵, you know, is a legitimate, like, it's a possibility. And her waking up maybe woke up some additional feelings. I know 𝐒𝐻𝐵 is feeling a certain way about 𝐒𝐸 and the fact that him and Ayase have been friends for a long time. And, you know, that woke up some feelings in 𝐒𝐻𝐵 before and whatever else. But I think Ayase still wasn't fully committed into 𝐒𝐻𝐵 and what that meant for her. But I think this moment with the potential of, like, you know, when you're about to lose somebody, that can wake up some serious feelings in you because you never thought life would be out without them and whatever else. And she had all those big emotions, big feelings in that one moment. And I think that really helped their relationship progression. Whether that goes into romantic sense or whatever, I don't know. It may, like, you would assume that it's going that way in a romance sense, but that's not what the show's about, in my opinion. But it's just kind of an element to the show. But, you know, you have to imagine that, hey, if there was a chance, it's now increased tenfold because of the opportunity or the, you know, the almost losing of 𝐒𝐻𝐵 in Ayase's view and opinion. So I think in that facet, the show was a big, big win. The rest of it, though, I'm just left whelmed. So Ayase puts stuff together and she finds out that, oh, the worm, the story passed down was that the worm's supposed to be used as like a big hose to get like the geyser water to stop the volcano. Okay. Then you have that weirdo family that tries to stop her. Okay. Then 𝐤𝐸 comes back and just, I'm gonna ruin everything, you know, and they fight him and they have a really cool fight scene. You know, everybody gets involved. The shrine dude comes in, gets involved. Grandma comes in and gets involved. The aliens come in and get involved. The science project guy comes and gets involved. And it's just kind of a lot, you know? It's kind of like the everything of everything happened all at once. And don't get me wrong, the fight, the quote-unquote fight was cool. And as many of you told me, the fighting of the show is not the point of the show. And I think I get that. But the fight itself with 𝐤𝐸 is cool. I think the fights with 𝐤𝐸 are cool. The fact that everything becomes purple and they're like, you know, going at it. I think it was cool. But I was mostly just left whelmed. There was just too much. You know, Grandma comes in and basically just solves the whole 𝐤𝐸 situation really fast. She's going to bless him or, you know, do her little, you know, charms and get him back to his form. And, you know, he'll probably end up figuring out how to control the power. But I was just left whelmed. Like outside of the end where, you know, 𝐒𝐻𝐵 and, you know, where Ken and Ayase shared their moment. Outside of that, I was just left whelmed. Like, it was just fine. It was just okay. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God, or like I didn't have any expressive laughs or anything. Of course, when Turbo Granny came in and, you know, had her little moment, that is funny. Like, there was funny moments, but it wasn't like I don't know how to even express it. There's funny comedic moments that occur that don't get you to laugh. Like, I recognize, like, oh, this is a funny moment, and it might be like, I might smile a little bit while watching it, but what I would deem as funny are the ones that like oh my God, like they get me to like legitimately have laughter. And I have to be honest, I just didn't laugh this episode, but I do recognize there was a few funny moments, but they just weren't funny, haha. They were just funny in context. And I hate to say that. I love Don Da Don. You know, I think the ED and the OP aren't as good as the first season. Like that will stick with me forever. Like that Don Da Don. Like it's just so infectious and just so good. And I lost that this season, which is totally okay. You know, the show's not about the OP or the ED, whatever. Like I told you guys last week, I think I'm just ready for this GG arc. I'm ready to be done with it. It's not my favorite. I can't wait to see what comes next. I want to see what other kind of deranged character they introduce next to us. But I just think like the whole GG arc, it's not even about liking him or not as a character. Like I could care less. It's more just like the story is just not very good. The family, the worm, this geyser volcano, you know, it all being put on a bow by grandma and the aliens. And again, the biggest win for this week's episode was 𝐒𝐻𝐻 and Ayase getting closer, familially or romantically, whatever. Just, you know, their relationship just getting closer. That was a huge win, and that was big progression for me. But everything before, it was just, I was just left. I was literally just watching the episode. I swear to God, I'm not even bullshitting with you guys. I literally just like this. I was just watching the episode, and then it ended. And that was my feelings. So again, I center around my I center my channel, I center my reviews around being 100% real. I don't try to I don't lie. You know, I might gas stuff up. I may, you know, fluff stuff up quite a bit, but it's because in that moment I feel genuinely passionate about it, that like it's deserving of being gassed up. And on the same side is when a show disappoints me or when it's bad, like I shit on it as hard as possible. That's those feelings that I have in those moments. That's how it works, you know? So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I appreciate you guys. I know I'm going to get at least a couple of, what are you talking about, dude? Like, are we not watching the same thing? I know it's coming. Let me know that in the comments below. I'm totally prepared for it mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. But I feel like some of you might agree with what I'm saying too. So let me know that in the comments too. Hit me with a like, and I hope to see you next week. And if I don't, have a great one. Peace.